Dear students, after studying about the importance of the study of economics, now let us proceed to economic activities. The next concept is economic activities. Yes, there are 7 points are there. While writing answers to the questions, what is the question? Explain the importance of the study of economics. You have to write 7 points. Yes. Students, A.C. Pigou, a famous economist, P-I-G-O-U, A.C. Pigou. He says, the study of economics is not only enlightening but also profitable. After listening this lesson, you have to get a certain amount of profit. Who told? A.C. Pigou. According to him, the study of economics is not only enlightening. Enlighten means fresh up. It makes us fresh. It gives some new knowledge. Enlightening, not only enlightening but profit giving. It gives profit, profitable. Yes, that is the statement of A.C. Pigou. Now, let us come to the concept economic activities. I already explained what is economic activities and what is economics. You know what is economics and what is economic activities. All our activities in our daily life are called economic activities. All our activities in our daily life, in our day-to-day life, in our ordinary business of life, it is called economic activities. Therefore, we already knew that resources, here resource means money, resources are scarce, ones are unlimited. Then, most of the goods and services that we use in our daily life are limited in supply. In our daily life, in our day-to-day life, we use different types of commodities, different types of things. In economics, all these things or these commodities are called goods, and certain services also. Therefore, there are two terms, goods and services. Yes, sir. While leading our life, in ordinary business of our life, we use different goods and goods. For the production of these goods, we want resources. Resources are scarce. Goods are also limited, but wants are countless. Wants are countless, enormous. Most of the goods and services that we use in our daily life are limited in supply and hence are not available at free cost. Goods and services. While going to market, If you go to market, you have number of wants. According to economics, we can't satisfy all the wants. Why? Because goods are scarce, resources are scarce. But what is enormous? What is unlimited? Only wants. Wants are unlimited. Therefore, services and goods are there where in a town or city or a market. But we should not get these goods and services at a free cost. Why? They are scarce. They are valuable. If you purchase goods or services, the owner of the goods or services, he demand money. He fix value to these goods and services in the form of money. Therefore, we should not get anything as free. In market, there are different types of activities are taking place. The varied activities which perform in order to earn money and wealth for satisfaction of our wants are called economic activities. Now the definition, what is economic activities? To satisfy our wants, we are engaging, your parents are engaging different or varied occupations or employments. Why? What is the intention behind this? Earning money, not profit, earning money. The main intention of economic activities is earning money. Why you need money? To satisfy our wants. Without money, we can't satisfy our wants. And at the same time, after getting money, next we want wealth. Wealth, that is sampattu, wealth. The money for satisfaction of our wants. For satisfaction of our wants, we need money. To earn money, we are engaging in different types of activities. These are called economic activities. Economic activities. Then, what is the answer for define economic activity? Or what do you mean by economic activity? The answer is the employment or occupation we are engaged in to earn money and profit. Money at the same time, profit to satisfy our wants. To satisfy our wants. This is called economic activity. In other words, the different types of activities to earn money and to earn money for satisfaction of our wants is called economic activities. Which activity? The activities to earn money for the satisfaction of our wants is called economic activity. These economic activities are classified under 4 headings. Means there are 4 types of economic activities. First one is production activity. Production activity. Second one is consumption activity. Third one is distribution activity. Fourth one is third one exchange activity. Fourth one is distribution activity. These are the four types of economic activities: production activity, consumption activity, exchange activity, and distribution activity. Yes, now let us come to know what is production activity. What is production? Preparation of a new good or new commodity using the other resources. Production activity means the activities which produce goods and services. The activities which produce goods and services are called production activity. PA means what? PA means not personal assistant. This is production activity. What do we mean by production activity? The activities which produce goods and services is called production activity. Second one, consumption activity. Production activities. Do you give certain example? Agriculture, industries, mining, horticulture, animal husbandry or animal husbandry. Not animal husband. Animal husbandry. Yes, animal husbandry, fishing, etc. These are production activities. Through mining, we can produce iron, steel. Through agriculture, food grains. Through fishing, we earn money. Through money, we satisfy our wants. Thus, it produces something. It is called production activity. Second one is consumption activity. Use of goods and services for satisfaction of our wants is called consumption activity. Yes, here we produced a good or goods. In which activity? Production activity. For example, chocolates or biscuits or juice, etc. Produced, that is production. Now, use of commodities or use of goods and services to satisfy our wants is called consumption activity. That is a CA, not a chartered accountant. CA means consumption activity. What is consumption? Use of produced goods, use of varieties of services. Why? To satisfy our wants. To satisfy our wants is called a consumption. Produced goods or finished goods, for example, this duster. Use of this good to satisfy my wants. See, to satisfy my want. That is called consumption. Use of produced goods to satisfy my wants. Finished good, produced goods. I use this pen. Why? To satisfy my want. That is called consumption. That is called consumption activity. Third one, exchange. Goods are produced in various industries and factories. Where in Maharashtra, the people of Mangalore demand the same product which was produced in Maharashtra. Then transportation is there from Maharashtra to Mangaluru or Mangalore. It will come through train or any other goods, lorries, etc. Transportation. After the transportation from Maharashtra to Mangalore, the people of Mangalore purchase those goods. From Mangalore to Bidar or Vittal or Alike or Puttur, it will exchange. It will transport. Therefore, exchange means to supply the produced goods to market, include collection of goods, transportation, selling and buying. Goods are prepared, produced. Now we have to collect these products from the industry or from the firm. Include collection of goods, transportation from Maharashtra to Mangalore, buying from Maharashtra, selling in Mangalore. That is called exchange activity. Therefore, what is the exchange activity? Exchange activity means to supply of produced goods to various centers. That is exchange. Here center means markets. Next one, distribution. Yes, goods are produced, exchanged in markets. Now the distribution. Distribution of what? Here distribution means the distribution activity starts from production. There are such factors which are very important to produce any commodity. Without those factors, we can't produce anything or we can't start our production activity. Therefore, which are the factors which are very helpful for production? These factors are called factors of production. Factors of production. Which are the factors of production? Land, labor, capital, organization, or it is also called entrepreneurship. Land, labor, capital, organization or entrepreneurship. The distribution of economic activities among the factors of production, that is called distribution. Now, what is a distribution activity? The income is earned through the production of goods has to be distributed to the various factors of production. Yes, finally, produced, consumed, exchanged. Finally, the owner, he gets profit. He get profit. That is the main intention of the owner. Now we have to distribute, or the entrepreneur, he should distribute this profit among the factors of production. For land, he has to pay land for rent, labor, wage, capital, interest, then organization, rent, wage, interest, profit. This profit should divide among these factors of production. For land, we have to pay rent. Land, we have to pay rent. While purchasing a land to construction industry, we have to give money in the form of rent. For labor, labor means here laborer, we have to give wage for that worker. Capital, what is capital means? Crores of rupees to start a firm or industry. Capital. If you purchase a loan from a bank, you have to give interest to that loan. Then organization, who is organizer? Especially this is owner or entrepreneurship. For organization or the owner, he wants profit. He wants profit. These are the distribution activities. Therefore, what is the distribution activity? Distribution activities means division of profit among the factors of production is called distribution activity. Distribution activity. This process involves activities. This process, which process? Production, consumption, exchange, distribution. This process involves activities undertaken to determine the price of the factors of production. Income earned is distributed among the factors of production in a just manner. Here we should take, the owner should take the just manner. He allocate his profit among the factors of production in a just manner. What is just manner means? Nyayayutavagi, without cheating. Without cheating. These are the four economic activities. Sometimes many activities which are not economic in nature become economic activities. For example, mother gives food to her child. This is not economic activity. It is only activity, not economic activity. Therefore, what is the difference between activity and economic activity? If you do any work for the intention of earning money is called economic activity. If you do any work without taking wage or benefit or profit, that is only activity. That is in Kannada Shrama Seve or Shrama Dana, without sambala, without salary, without wage. If you want or demand wage or salary, that is economic activity. Yes, now in our next class, let us study about the two parts of economics. First one is macroeconomics and other one is microeconomics. Micro and macroeconomics. Here micro means very, very small. Macro means big. Micro and macroeconomics. Here micro means the analysis or study of economics in a individual level, in a social level, in a society level. It is confined to only an individual or a society. That is micro. Micro, see, micro. Macro means big. Study of economic factors, economic activities in a large manner. Therefore, if you compare economics to a forest, microeconomics means only a tree. Macroeconomics means group of trees. Group of trees. That is forest. Yes, let us understand that concepts in our next class. Sai Ram.